What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 6th day of July, and here we are at about, what are we at? Actually, I can't see. Hold on. I just accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. We're at about 1.38 cents now, 12 minutes left in this 4-hour time frame. We have... It's a brand new 3-day time frame. 20 hours, 12 minutes left in this day here. Sunday, the last day of the week, 6th of July. Looking like we might go a little bit lower, and it's fine if we do. It's totally fine if we do. If we take this from a... Oh, that wasn't the low. We take this from a low to a high. We went right down to our golden ratio over the last 2 days. We've been down here. We had a little pump yesterday. That's exciting, but didn't really merit anything too courageous, did it? If we're looking at it here on the 1-hour time frame, let's zoom in and then we'll kind of zoom back out. 1-hour time frame, getting rid of that RSI or the fibs. Damn it. The MACD is crossing down to the red side on this 1-hour candle. We're rejecting the zero line, bearish. Stochastics rejected the overbought zone, down to the oversold zone, bearish. RSI rejected the overbought zone, probably going to the oversold zone, living below the 50, bearish. All of these things are bearish. Yes, bearish. Bouncing off the oversold zone is nice. If we can uphold these higher lows, look for that. I mean, that might suggest that we're finding support in this kind of scenario. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If I was looking to buy, let's say that I strongly believed, I had a lot of conviction that the RSI is going to bounce off of this. What I would look for is watching the 1-hour time frame. When the price gets low enough that the RSI actually gets below this line, that's when I would buy. Because then if that 1-hour time frame is still open and we move up by the end of that 1 hour, we might actually close right here and then bounce, but you actually snagged it while the RSI was below. So you're like effectively snagging the potential wick. Does that make sense? Let me show you, right? So here on this 1-hour candle, you see how there's a wick right there? But the RSI, if you're looking at it, it closed here. That wick, whenever it went down, the RSI was actually lower at some point. You didn't really have a trend line. Maybe you had a trend line here. Let's just see. You know, coming off these lows. Yeah, right here. Right, same kind of concept. If you drew this trend line and you bought below that trend line right there on the RSI while this 1-hour time frame was going, you would have bought that wick, actually. Does that make sense? Do you understand this? Do you follow? That's what I'm saying. Same kind of concept here. And I don't know, I personally don't know if we will hold this trend line. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't have enough reason to be convicted in that yet, but it's possible. And where would we go? We'd like to go a little bit lower. It's just a thought. It's a little thought. Stick that in your back pocket and trade it later. You know what I mean? I've used that a lot, and it works, man. It's pretty damn... You might not catch the absolute low, but you'll catch a lot of relative lows, man. If you're in and out of these... Oh, dude, you can... That is a little dangerous tool right there in a good way. Dangerous for anybody who tries to defy you, man. But again, maybe not so good for like long term. It can be good for long term. So it depends on the time frame that you're looking at. Okay. Anyways, pumped. We pumped. We had a lot of volume. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that we get a lot of volume every single time we pump? We just get a lot of volume when we pump. We don't get any volume when we dump, though. No. XCN had a little bit of an upswing yesterday. How much volume did we get? I bet it's more than 8%. All right, let's see. Oh, damn, not really. That backfired in my face hard, unless I'm doing my math wrong. But I don't think I am. Still low. Okay, still low. So we did pump with good volume. To be fair, that was the most significant volume spike that we've seen, you know, since last week, and one of the most significant volume spikes we've seen since June 25th on a 1-hour basis. It just didn't keep up. Okay, so still though, moving down, had a red day. Very low volume, right? Again, not a lot of volume whenever we're not doing things. If this pump persisted, if we actually continued to move up, then we'd actually probably have some more volume. But that kind of backfired. This is the one time that it backfired out of all these times we talked about. But that's okay. That's okay. 1-hour RSI, MACD, stochastics, all look bearish, probably going down, right? 4-hour time frame, stochastics are bearish. RSI is in a bearish trend here. You can see clear as day. We've got lower highs here, right? Lower highs kind of trending with that. You had some bullish divergence on your RSI. You cleared that bullish divergence, and now you're going lower. So I think that you will continue to go lower. Actually, let's just see. I'm going to get that little pop up. If we take a relative low here, come on now, low to high. Golden ratio, rejected the 0.5. Absolutely, we're going lower, my friends. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. We'll see you down probably at the 786. That's where a lot of cryptos have been finding significance or looking to find significance, right? We've got this little downtrend here. lower lows, lower highs. I wouldn't be surprised if we go down to about 1.32 cents, 1.28 cents, something in that zone. That's my expectation, something kind of in there. You know, it's July 6th now, so what, sometime early next week, Monday, Tuesday, we bounce, and then we rip, and then it's going to be a good week. We're going to sing Kumbaya, and the haters are going to be left in disbelief. And then, man, you know what's going to happen too? Here's the thing, guys. We'll get into this. I'll come back to this. Okay, hold on. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm going to make a call about the haters right now. This is something, and the only reason I'm calling this is because it's like clockwork how this happens, all right? The same people who are telling me that I need to get a job, the same people that they talk smack, and they say some things that are just rather inappropriate even, but whatever, man. I talk smack back. It's okay. They doubt that OnyxCoin is going to do anything and that it's going to go below 1 cent. It's going to go to 0. It's a scam coin. Those same people, when OnyxCoin rips to new all-time highs, new relative highs, I should say, whenever we're all the way up at 20 cents, and we get some good news, maybe a huge investment firm or some kind of institutional firm is backing OnyxCoin, maybe some big news comes out, the Trump family's behind OnyxCoin, I don't know, Binance is listing it, right, we get a huge pump. What they're going to say is, you got lucky. You got lucky. You were calling for it to pump all this time. You held through the downside. You held through the boring times, the bad times. You bought more, DCA down, and you got lucky, bro. That's what it was. No, dude, the charts tell you what's going to happen. And what's going to happen is, I'll tell you what's going to happen. I don't know what the exact story is, but we're going to move all the way up to 26 to 32 cents. You think that's just going to happen without any kind of narrative? Something's going to happen. OnyxCoin is going to get to a multi-billion-dollar market cap. Something's going to happen. I don't know what it is. Show me the charts and I'll tell you the news. What's the news going to be? It's going to be some good freaking news. And what they're going to say is, you got lucky. This good news saved you. No, man. It was already priced in. It's already charted out. We already know it's coming. The good news is irrelevant, right? But I'm just making a call right there. Beyond just the price stuff, I'm making a call that the same people who are talking smack down here, the way that they justified that they were wrong and that I was right and that you were right is that we got lucky. We just got lucky. That's how it's not that they have to reflect in on themselves or look at what they did wrong. No. It's just as simple as, you know what, that was a one-off. You got lucky. You know what, I've been told that a lot, man. I'll tell you what, I'm really not a lucky guy. I'm not, whenever it comes to money, I'm really not that I'm not that lucky, right? I have to be strategic if I want to make money. Luck, I suck at gambling, man. I really do. That's where you know, charts is a bit different for me. It's all a gamble to some degree, right? Life is a gamble, but and I'm lucky in other ways, right? I'm like I don't know, if I get pulled over, I don't get a ticket. If I'm driving through town, I hit all the green lights. If I left my wallet at home and I'm at the gas station, I'm like, shit, oh damn it, where? And I was trying to get a drink, someone will pay for it. You know what I mean? Like I'm lucky in other ways, but I'm not lucky in the form of like gambling. And I'm telling you one thing: whenever it comes to money, when this thing moves up, it's not luck, man. No, it's not luck. But that's how they're going to justify it for themselves. 4-hour time frame, because they can't look inward. They can't look inward. So the only explanation is, you got lucky, guys. You got lucky. You're lucky that this happened for OnyxCoin. I guarantee you that's what we're going to hear. Oh, it makes me laugh every time we hear that. We heard that on the last pump too. Anyways, things look bearish. They look like they want to go down a little bit more. Daily time frame here. I would assume we don't go below this low, but again, low to high here, we're going to hit 1.32 cents to 1.28 cents, something like that. We'll probably find support there and then move on up. We still have broken out of our downtrend on the daily RSI. We're still overall, I think, in a bullish posturing here. The more you zoom out, the more bullish it does look indeed. And I think that we're destined to see this overbought zone here soon. Not this week, maybe not next week, but soon, very, very soon. By the end of July, we should see some fireworks happening on the charts. And then going into August, if not end of July, man, we'll see some resolution up at 26 to 32 cents or higher. Crazy stuff is on its way, you guys. Absolutely crazy stuff. High to low here, 2618 down to the 1414, 3618, 3786 all the way up here. That's pretty damn close to our projected area of the 1886200. And as you get higher, as you get deeper in these extensions, they're kind of less reliable. But this one here, it will be reliable. I think it will be reliable. I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, take care. Bye-bye.